story before we start. 8 years ago, when I was still doing the show as a breakfast morning show, I would need to get to the studio at 6 o'clock or 6:30 to start at 7. This bright early morning, here I am driving into the studio because I'm late as usual. And who's standing there? My guest is standing, waiting at 6:30 a.m. The thing is, they told me that this guest was 62 years old. And I asked myself, what is a 62-year-old man doing waiting for me at the studio so early in the morning? From that moment on, Chief Newton Jibunoh has not ceased to surprise me, and to a large extent the entire nation, because at 70 he's doing it again, a third time. First, it's my honor and privilege to welcome Chief Newton Jibunoh. Good morning.
Fumi, thank you very much for having me on your program. Once again.
Once again. I mean, having conversations with you is always so illuminating. I just have one question to ask you, Chief. What is wrong with you?
Well, I mean, I must say to you what I have said to somebody that asked me a similar question. And I said to the president, I think it is you that's something wrong with. Because I think I'm just trying to be myself, trying to be as ordinary as any human being can think of. And then trying to break the barriers, cross the boundaries, break the barriers. Because until you break those barriers, the search, the quest for knowledge will be limited. And that's what I have always done, and that is what I think I'll continue to do until I leave this earth.
All right, Chief. I mean, let me just give you a short background to those who do not know, and I would consider them aliens. You know, if they did not know that, you know, years ago, 42 years ago, isn't it?
Yes, 42.
42 years ago, as a young man, a student in the United Kingdom, you decided to drive instead of fly or come by the ship. You decided to drive all the way from London through the desert to Nigeria. We've done a lot of talk to understand why you did it at that time. Then, 35 years later, you know, you decided that you were going to go back through the same route, this time around from Nigeria to London, raising awareness. We're going to talk about all the reasons why you're doing this. You know, you were 62 at that time.
That's right.
You know, all of us were thinking, maybe it's just middle, you know, some kind of crisis. But at 70, you're going to do it a third time. Drive from Nigeria to the United Kingdom through the desert. But why?
For me, it's the environment is a very topical issue today, and the entire global community are so concerned with what is happening to our planet Earth. The planet is dying.
Yes.
I mean, people say things like, when will it die? Is it going to be 50 years from now? Is it going to be 100 years from now? Nobody knows. But something terrible is happening to the planet Earth. And I think we in Africa have not joined that crusade, that attempt to help see how much of the planet we can save. And nobody is going to come to Africa to do it for us, except we in Africa take up the matter to the global forum. And since I have been in this for 42 years or more, and I have been trying to say exactly what people are now beginning to turn into a circle, I thought I should be the one, or be part of what is going to take the African forum, the African issue, the issue of desertification, because if we are going to be wiped away in Africa, it's going to come from the Sahara Desert. And I'm glad that unlike 42 years ago or 35 years ago, when people did not listen. Do you know, Fumi, that when I planned my first expedition from London, I did everything I could to find somebody to come along with me. I finally got a Len Crocker friend of mine that I talked to you about, who chickened out 2 weeks before the expedition. All right. In 2000, when I made the second expedition from Nigeria back to London. I went around the whole of Lagos, went around the whole of the country looking for people. Initially, they will express interest. And then when they now give them that's right, yes, they chicken out. But even this morning, for me, I got 2 phone calls. People are still applying, wanting to come on this expedition. I mean, if I begin to, even Charlie Boy Oputa called me, and he was virtually begging.
But you know, Chief, imagine if Charlie Boy and I are going with you. I mean, I don't understand. What do I have to do to come on this? So I know what you're talking about. Yes. All of a sudden, we all see it. But